Hello and welcome back to another episode of Roblox British Railway. My name is Wizzy Zero, you can also call me Wizzy, and today we're driving some more trains on Roblox. Now in the last episode, which was of course the first episode, we drove the 170 slash 4, it was the northern here. And since then, I actually have everything owned. So if we go back and I go to shop, this is this week's unique model, which I have. And if I go to routes, have all that. Liveries, nothing to get. Trains, same thing. So I have everything. And basically at this point, I'm just going to build up the coins so I can get the weekly item. Which, like I said, this week I already have, so shows owned. So yeah, anyways. I think this week I'm going to do one of the 800s here. Because there's some fun stuff that you can do. Well, I say kind of fun stuff you can do with the 800s. And in fact, I'm going to use one of the weekly items, which is a unique train. The Hulme Trains University Unique. Or Anniversary Unique 802. I'm just going to do the one train, although I could do a second train with it. I can't do two unique trains, it won't let you. Repeated unique unit, which is too bad. At least not with the same unique item. I don't think I have any, or there are any other unique, actually that one's unique. But that makes it too long because that's a 9-coach train, and that brings it over 14 coaches. So we'll just leave it at this: the Hulme Trains Anniversary unit. So we'll do that. Last episode we did from Millbridge to Avonhill. Can't select that because you have to go towards one of those directions, and you can't start at one of the, unless I do like the Millbridge Sidings, then I can select it, which is what we did last time. We did the Millbridge Sidings to Millbridge, up this way to Avonhill, and then back down to Millbridge. So this episode, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up here by Victoria Docks. Not gonna do that. I'm just looking at where I can start. You know what? Maybe we'll start at Cuffley. Start at this end, and we'll go up towards Victoria Docks or whatever. So, unless I start at Leeton, but no, we'll start. We'll start at Cuffley Sidings. So we'll do that. And gotta raise the pantograph, so press P, or press and hold P. There it goes. And I'm gonna look at the map. Really nobody else around here right now, so that's good. So we're gonna start moving forward. Now, I joined, at the time, a server that had 12 players in it, so this server might die out by the time we get to the end of the episode, which is fine. I mean, yeah, I'm one of 10 players in here now, so like I said, that's fine. Yeah, I've been playing quite a bit of Train Sim World 5 again lately. Well, the last couple days I haven't really played much of it. Been kind of busy. I passed the stop marker I needed to stop it. Oh well. And then from here we can either select to go to Avonhill by Intercity or Semifast, or Semi-Fast, whatever. Belmont Green, Intercity or Semi-Fast. Norrington, which is not very far. Once again, Intercity or Semi-Fast. Syde-On-Sea, which is what we're going to do, which is only Semi-Fast. Or Victoria Docks, which is Intercity or Semi-Fast. But we're going to do Syde-On-Sea. So now a couple things I'm going to show that you can do, which don't really have any effect whatsoever, is if I press and hold the apostrophe button, the front nose cone opens up. And if I press it again, it will close. And if I go look at the back of the train, and I press the semicolon button, it'll open the rear nose cone. And you can just, like, kind of wiggle it around if you wanted to. Like I said, no reason to be able to do that, but you can do that. And I have the buttons in here to do that, too. And one thing you can do, if I look over here to the light control, you can actually choose the different lights. So right now it would be, I think, is it dimmed? I forget. If you zoom out, it makes the weird, or that weird. It might have been dimmed already. Or you can go full. Can't really tell much. You can do marker. Of course, you can do off. I mean... And then what I like doing lately is doing this, just driving with the taillights on. So... It's funny that you can do that, so, I mean, there's not a ton of trains on here where you can actually interact with some of the stuff like that. But this is one of few that you can, which I like. I think this 170 that we did last week, you actually can do that as well. But of course this one, the A800s are the only ones that have the nose cones, and you can open and close them. And you, of course, you can, the pantograph, and you can drive with the engines. So, like when we get to the next stop, I can, or even like right now, I could turn the engines on. So the engines are starting. And then I can press and hold P to lower the pantograph. So now I'm driving solely on engines. And of course, it doesn't have as much power that way. Although it's still not bad. I know I do that in Train Sim World. And it doesn't like it, just driving on the engines. It struggles a bit. Speaking of which, I really do need to, I'm almost tempted to bring back, just Train Sim World as its own series. Because I do enjoy playing that one. And there's funky things I want to do with that too, so... Because I know I talked about doing like having a random video series or whatever. But I think bringing back Train Sim World for its own series would be fun. I know at some point I'm gonna bring back GeoGuessr as well. But yeah. I don't want to do too many series at once, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, basically that's all the fun stuff you can basically do with this train. Oops, I am going to definitely skip this station because I wasn't paying attention. I'm gonna have to wait for the emergency brake or to completely stop before I can continue, basically. I've done that once before, I think with that station, or I know a couple stations I've done that. It's like I skip a station and I forget I need to stop at the next one. But this next station I'll definitely end up remembering to stop at. Well, yeah, that station, not this one obviously, but... Now, I'm probably not gonna go back to Cuffley for this video. When we get to our final station there, which was Syde-On-Sea. I was almost gonna say that, but I didn't think it was right, but it is. Once we get to there, then we'll go to a different station. Or a different area. Yeah, once we pass this signal should turn green. There's nobody in Norrington, so we'll just look at the map here. Yeah, there it goes. So I decided I am going to make a spreadsheet to kind of keep track of all the trains that and routes I've done for this game.
We will shortly be arriving at Norrington. Please mind the gap between.
Of course, unlike Stepford County Railway, the routes are gonna go really fast, basically getting through all of them. Well, not all the individual routes necessarily, but all the branches and everything. Because this map's not nearly as big as Stepford County. Now, driving with the taillights on in the front gave me an idea of something I wanted to try in Train Sim World, which I figured you could do. And so I tried it, and it obviously does work, is having the taillights on in the front and the headlights on in the back. So it basically almost looks like you're driving the train backwards. I just like doing different funky stuff like that. Now, of course, because I skipped the other station on accident, we're sitting here a little bit longer than we would have. But that's fine. I'm just typing in on my spreadsheet what I'm doing right now. Now, one thing with the 800 trains is there are no regional routes you can use. It's only either empty, intercity, or semi-fast. And I don't think it matters if it's an 800, 801, 802, 803, or 805. I think all of them, basically, those are the routes you can do. Now, of course, some of them, you can't do certain routes like this one because they're electric only, whereas some of them are bi-mode like this one. Because once you get to Leeton, going towards Victoria Harbor there, whatever, towards Syde-On-Sea where we're going, there's no catenary cables, so of course if it's an only electric or an electric only train, then obviously you need the catenary cables. You can't drive without them. So about 2.5 miles to our next station. Yeah, in a way, I'm kind of bummed I didn't start this game earlier, so I could have gotten one of the other unique trains. Unfortunately, when I joined too, one unique train was going on for weekly stuff, but it was also 1,000 coins too, or 10,000 coins as well, so there was no way, and I had to buy another train before I could even do that, so I think it was going to be like 12,000 coins at least. And that one was a 2-car Class 221.
We will shortly be arriving at Hulme Heath. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Hulme Heath, is that how it was pronounced? That's what it sounded like. I never did really listen to see what they said for some of these station names. Of course, playing Train Sim World quite a bit, I do recognize some of this areas of this game a bit more now as well. Because this one's a bit closer to some of the actual stations in real life than Stepford County Railway. I did recently get a couple new routes for Train Sim World. I don't exactly remember the names of them, but they're British routes. In fact, one of them, it was driving me crazy because I was trying to get all the route tasks done. And one of them, It was a route that literally just came out. I want to say it starts with an M, but I can't remember. But anyways, one of the route tasks was to do the newspapers, and it had 4 route tasks for this particular route, which every single one there was 25 of. I got 24 newspapers, and then but I couldn't find the 25th. And it drove me absolutely crazy. Like, I actually had a spreadsheet and everything. I went through every station and marked down how many newspapers I've done. And I actually did the same thing with all the other route tasks, so I knew how many I've done. Obviously, it tells you how many you've done, but it doesn't show where. So I did it based on the stations or whatever, because more than likely the newspapers are going to be at the stations. And they had fire extinguishers as well. And the crazy thing was, it showed there was 25 fire extinguishers. There was actually 26. So there's 26 fire extinguishers and basically what it looked like only 24 newspapers. And after I did the 26th fire extinguisher, it basically told me that I completed or gave me the achievement for completing all the route tasks for that route. So I don't know if that was something they overlooked or what, but it did seem like there was a couple bugs as well, or glitches in that route as well. So but it was crazy. Like, I went through every station probably like 6 times. From one end to the other, back down to the other end. Just back and forth, just constantly looking for them. And one of the newspapers I did find, because I was actually missing 2. I had 23 out of 25. And one of them, so basically when I was going through some of the stations, when I was going through the stations in one pass, I was doing like one of the basically free cam, and I found basically one of the newspapers in an area you can't actually walk to, but it's basically next to a wall that you can walk to. So if basically, and without the free cam you wouldn't have known the newspapers were there, because there was no way you'd be able to actually get to a part where you could see them without the use of free cam. But luckily you could actually go right up to the wall where the newspapers were, and you can do it through the wall, which I think that might have been an oversight too. They probably intended you to actually be able to walk to that area, but the game actually wasn't letting you. So I don't know. It's not the first time I've found things like that in a game that wasn't supposed to be like that. Well, this I don't know, but anyways, I know one time I was playing Test Drive Unlimited 2, and I noticed one of the not speedometer, but I don't think it's technically called a tachometer, but anyways, RPM meter. It basically, on one of the cars, it went, and of course it's just a single number out of, like, and it says like times 1,000 or whatever. But it was like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8, or something like that. I actually took a picture of it, and I actually emailed the company about that, whatever. And I don't remember what they said, whatever. But I noticed that basically that never got fixed. So I don't remember the vehicle it was in. But if you have Test Drive Unlimited 2, there is one car where that, the RPM meter or whatever, tachometer, whatever it's called, actually is messed up like that, which is kind of fun. And it's not in the car, it's the actual, like, GUI, whatever, HUD.
Syde-On-Sea. The next station is St. James Park.
Which is kind of funny. But once again, probably an oversight, but of course I remember, I know I mentioned I was going to do this when I did the Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition remix series with the Friday Night Gaming series. I was going to show off some glitches that I knew for that game, but I never did. Now, I know there's a couple glitches I knew how to do that I'm not sure if I exactly remember how to do them at this point. Because, I mean, that was so long ago at this point. I mean, heck, that game came out when I was...
We will shortly be arriving at
Oh, I know I'm going to be dating myself, but I want to say... I think it was like when I was in like 6th, maybe 7th grade when that game came out. Yeah, I definitely overshot the marker, but you know what, it's fine. We're in the station still, so... Guys saying, oh, what fastest train is 125 kilometers an hour? Yeah, I was gonna say, it's not kilometers an hour, it's miles per hour. So one funny thing about the UK is certain things they'll measure in kilometers or meters. But when it comes to driving and everything, it's miles per hour. Makes no sense to me, but whatever.
Welcome on board this regional service to Syde-On-Sea. The next station is Leeton.
So yeah, I've noticed that my lately my Minecraft videos have gotten quite a few views. And actually, like my most recent one from Monday actually has like 4 watch time hours, which I know doesn't sound spectacular, but for me lately, I'm actually glad about that, because for quite a while there, I'd get maybe like, I don't know, like 15, 20 views, but the watch time would be like 0.1, 0.2 hours. So basically people would be watching or clicking on the video, watching for less than a minute, and then clicking off. Kind of short of the sign, but that's fine. So there's a sign over here. I don't know if there's a way we can really see it. Let me do
This
this.
is hinge here for
No, I can't really read it, but this sign below is basically telling you
narrator.
to
This
start
is
the
hinge
engines
service
and
to
lower the
Syde-On-Sea.
pantograph. Especially if you're going towards where we're going. So I'm going to lower the pantograph. Close the doors. And off we go.
Welcome on board this regional service to Syde-On-Sea, calling at Merriam, Abbey Road, Victoria Docks, Newhurst, and Syde-On-Sea. The next station is Merriam.
So I'm almost thinking if I do the Train Sim series, what I might do is make that series a Tuesday series. So it'd be Train Sim Tuesday, since I have the Roblox videos on Thursdays. And then GeoGuessr,
We will shortly
I don't know.
at Merriam.
I was almost thinking I could make GeoGuessr like Saturday. Well, like I said, I don't want to do too many series right now either, or again. Yeah, the shirt of that guy, that NPC was wearing, looks like it had like a green wolf with glasses on it. So one thing that's kind of fun that you can do, which once again doesn't really do anything. So obviously you can extend and retract the pantographs, right? But even though there's no catenary cables here, you can actually extend the pantograph here as well. So you can drive with that up. Even though it does absolutely nothing. So something fun you can kind of do as well. So we've got 4 more stations. No, it's not Abbey Road. I was gonna say, think so. Of course, with the distance too, it wasn't lining up, but. Yeah, so two of the new routes that I had, that I was mentioning about that I got earlier for Train Sim World 2, they were London Overground routes.
The gap between the train and the platform edge.
Do the emergency brake here. You don't get penalized for using it, so might as well use it. So Victoria Docks is obviously our next stop.
Welcome on board this regional service to Syde-On-Sea, calling at Victoria Docks, Newhurst, and Syde-On-Sea. The next station is Victoria Docks. We will shortly be arriving at Victoria Docks. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Yeah, basically, over the last couple weeks, I actually got 3 new routes for Train Sim World. And one of them gave me the Class 142. So one of the routes is Stratford to Willesden Junction. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think that's the new one.
Welcome on board this regional service to Syde-On-Sea, calling at Newhurst and Syde-On-Sea. The next station is Newhurst.
Going too fast.
We will shortly be arriving at Newhurst.
We got more and more station here. And then the other one, London Overground one, was Gospel Oak to Barking Riverside. But the Stratford to Wellesden Junction, that route, that's the one that, yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the one that just came out. And that's the one that I had trouble finding the
Syde-On-Sea.
the
The next
newspaper
Syde-On-Sea,
stuff.
where this train terminates. Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train. We will shortly be arriving at Syde-On-Sea, where this train terminates. Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
So from here, we're going to turn around and do a different route. So we're going to go to Ashdean from here. So we can do Semifast to Ashdean, Semifast to Cuffley, Semifast to Freston Junction, Semifast to Leeton, Semifast to Millbridge, or Semifast to Norrington. Like I said, we're going to go to Ashdean from here.
The train now standing at platform 1 is the 2053 region. Service to Ashean, calling at Newhurst, Victoria Docks, Russell Lane, Ashdean. This train is forming 5 coaches.
Yeah, my spreadsheet that I have for this series is very rough right now. So, I mean, I just started it, I just made it before recording. I looked at my video from last week to basically get what I was using and what routes I did. Now, of course, unlike Stepford County Railway, this one doesn't have route numbers like SCR. I probably could almost give them route numbers myself.
Welcome on board this regional service to Ashdean. The next station is Newhurst.
I could go through right down pretty much every combination of routes that they have. Which I may do at some point, I don't know. I know one thing I still gotta do. I know I mentioned quite a few weeks ago that I was gonna get it out by a few weeks ago, was my interstate video.
We will shortly be arriving at Newhurst.
That's kind of slowed way down for that video. I'll get that out at some point. Still need to get more pictures and stuff for that video. So I think basically by the time we get to Ashdean, that's basically gonna be it for this video. So basically we've done well, not always, but the way I do it when I do these routes, I usually do empty first, and then routes.
Welcome on
But
board this regional
one of
service.
these episodes we may not do empty to start, but
The next
done a couple
station
empties,
is
and then
Victoria
so
Docks.
far 1 regional and 3 semi-fast or semi-fast routes. And of course right now I'm trying to get as many different branches done as I can right now, just so we can see what everything looks like. Of course, since it's a new series, so kind of like SCR, I wanted to show off all the routes. They're all the basically branches that we could do first before going into doing repeat routes or branches. When we come to a stop here, I'm just going to see how many people are in this server. Okay, let's take a look. Refresh. So I am one of 8, it looks like, in this server. Bring this down. So there's 3 stations we're not going to be stopping at. And only 2 more stations that we will be stopping at. I don't know if that caught on camera or not, that little flicker. Or not caught on camera, but got caught on the video. My screen's all kind of flickered.
Welcome on board this regional service to Ashdean, calling at Russell Lane and Ashdean. The next station is Russell Lane.
Once again, those guys is talking like the trains are kilometers an hour, not miles per hour. And 125 kilometers an hour is not very fast, relatively speaking. That would essentially be like 78 miles an hour, basically. Which, I mean, is fairly quick, but... ...125 miles an hour is 200 kilometers an hour. Actually, I don't stop here. I don't stop here, buddy. Sorry. Guy kind of freaked me out. Well, not really freaked me out, but yeah, almost made me thought that I did have to stop there. You know, one thing, or that, what he did basically is another difference between Stepford County Railway and British Railway. Is you touch the rails on Stepford County Railway, you get despawned. Here you can basically walk up and down the tracks as much as you want. Of course, Stepford County Railway is more of a group game too than this one. Like I said, you have to kind of be part of the group and level up to be able to do certain roles, whereas this one, it's all completely open. Did stop a bit short of the mark or the sign, but whatever. So now we have one more stop. And that is Ashdean. Actually, I want to see something.
Welcome on board this regional service to Ashdean. The The next station is Ashdean, where this train terminates.
No, they don't have it on here.
Belongings with you when leaving the train.
I think it's like this one, basically. Or do they have it on this train? I don't remember. I know, on one of the trains in Train Sim World, there is a switch that you can actually do to raise and lower the visor. I know when I drove bus in Bar Harbor, when we got new buses, they had a switch for an electronic visor. But then the year after that, they get rid of that, which is a bummer. It's like, man, it's so much easier. I wouldn't have to basically stand up in my seat to adjust the visor. I mean, they had put in truck visors as well. Of course, when I drove school bus, that's what we had, was truck visors. It's crazy to think it's been so long since I last drove school bus. I mean, I got my Class B license, or CDL, basically as early as I was able to. Which here in the state of Maine, it's 21 that you have to be in order to go for your CDL. And it doesn't matter which type, either Class A or Class B. So yeah, we're closing in on an hour of the video, so... drag this song down. Which I already did after basically when I said that. So I'm one of 5 people left in this server. So it's not completely dead. Not like I thought it would have been. So next week we will go back to Stepford County Railway. Of course, Monday is going to be some more Minecraft Monday. And, yeah, so let's go back to the menu. Guess I should have started this song a little bit sooner. I need to unlock more of these stations because I can't go to some of these stations. So I think what I'm going to do is... can go to Norrington. You know what? Let's go to Freston Junction. And of course, with this one, I can't do the wave thing either, which is kind of annoying. Unless there's a different button to do the emotes. I don't think so. I'm just going through all the buttons in the keyboard. I mean, that obviously just moves me around, so... Yeah, I don't know. Wait, you see player list settings? No, that's just... okay. UI navigation enabled. Anyways, so yeah, like I said, Monday will be... Oh, that makes me invisible, that's right. It's funny that you can do that. But yeah, anyways, so Monday we will do some more Minecraft Monday, and next Thursday will be some more Sipper County Rail. But anyways, that is just about going to do it for this video though, so hopefully you've all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a thumbs up. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!